It can't be. What the hell is this? I don't get it. Why do I have to go through this? Who do you take me for? I am the Sin Archbishop Greed Regulus Corneas, the most satisfied existence in the world, the most indisputably asserted, an existence without any wavering aspects. It's supposed to be like that, so why do I have to go through this? Don't mess around. This is no joke. Each and every one of them. What's wrong with them that they accept such nonsensical absurdities as if they are a matter of course? That man, that woman, and that night too, just because I showed a little mercy, are getting too ahead of themselves. If I had been serious from the beginning, then I could have had torn them apart in bits and pieces. But aren't they misunderstanding their own power? That you can shamelessly make misunderstandings that are, from my point of view, hilariously wrong, is why I hate getting involved with others. Obnoxious, annoying, irritating, infuriating, vexing, dirty, unsightly scum. I've always been doing well for years, decades, centuries, this way for all that time. I have been faithfully serving as a Sin Archbishop more than anyone. When I was first chosen as a Sin Archbishop and received this witch factor, I killed them all. The father who, despite his poor earnings, was plagued with bad drinking habits. The mother who prattled on, endlessly complaining day and night. And the greedy brothers who used to ravenously eye the portion that rightfully belonged to me were all killed by me. The villagers who looked at me like I'm an idiot too. The people of the town who pushed me and my house into that hopeless village too. The inept heads of the country who carelessly abandoned the village and the town to that state in the first place too. I tore them all apart into bits and pieces, and when everything was gone, I finally noticed a way I could live. I don't need anything. Everything is just annoying. I am already satisfied. It's not like I didn't have it. I just didn't need it. And like the intrusive scum, I've never needed anything. Despite that, giving me something, doesn't that mean that from outside, from your point of view, that you looked at me and thought that I was a pitiful, lacking existence? Everyone who wants to impose unneeded things on me should be killed, so only those who will leave the satisfied me alone should be allowed into this world. No matter who, just talking about their selfish nonsense, those shits. Who has the right to pity me? Who has the right to pity me and drive me to despair? As if I would let them. I don't need anything, and neither did I ask for anything. A father who, despite his poor earnings, was plagued with bad drinking habits and yet still occasionally buys gifts for me is scum better off dead. A mother who prattled on, endlessly complaining day and night while saying obvious things like apologies if troubled you is scum better off dead. The greedy brothers who, despite ravenously eyeing the portion that rightfully belonged to me, used to divide my part of their bun when my food got spilled, are scum better off dead. Stop, you shits, being arbitrarily kind towards me. Being kind, it must mean that you think I'm low, that you're looking down on me. Someone who looks the goddamn down on others, especially someone who looks down family. It's natural that they would be hated. It's natural that they're dead. It's not my fault. I've done nothing wrong. It's your fault. You pity me, treat me like I'm pathetic, and leave me all alone. Have a taste of what it's like to be made to feel like the most worthless person in the world. Surrounding me should only be those who do not pity me. Those who do pity me should disappear from the world. I hear laughter. You're looking at me, aren't you? You looked at me and laughed, didn't you? What's laughable about me? What did you see in me that made you laugh? All of them laughing and laughing. A bunch of powerless scum who are only good at running their mouths. Why does my heart have to break so much because of them? Don't stand in my way, don't obstruct me, don't pity me, am not the pitiable one. It's you, helpless and ignorant, but still with greed. You have to crawl throughout your entire life just to satisfy your incomplete selves. You're the pitiable greed. Indifferent, am not like that, I don't want anything. The desireless me is better than your incomplete selves. Don't pity me. The truth is that you're jealous of me, envious of me, you admire me, and because you can't reach me, you're just running your mouth off. That's right, that must be right, it's obviously right. Wait, just stop. Don't look at me, don't say my name, don't talk about me. Good or bad, just stop it. Don't pay attention to me. Ignore me and leave me alone. Even though a complete existence has a heart that should not be able to be trampled on, how come the likes of you are so insistent on interacting with me? I cannot comprehend it in the slightest. Both you and I are different people. Even thinking of getting a return by taking risks, no matter how you think about it, could never be reasonable, would always be a mistake. You're sick in the head. Calm down and think about it, and you should be able to understand. All humans except me are just floating in a fever. Asking of others, that very fact that it is understandable is meaningless. Useless and irresponsible should be easy to understand. It is all a fantasy of yours, which you call it love. Love is friendship and trust. What foolish idiocy. Reproductive activities themselves are the utmost disgusting acts. I don't understand what it means. For what are you doing this? Whether it's for being a mother or a child, although it makes a family, even if it is decorated with such words, it will be different from myself, whether that thing dies out or not. What does that have to do with me? If they continue to live when I die, it'll be over. If they are dead while I live would only mean my continuation. Love and affection only makes it so that people cannot be independent. A person is independent in the first place, out of concern for those who operate under such delusions. To be looked down by others is foolish, and so I found companionship by gathering well-looking women. And in order to not be betrayed, I ask for only virgins. What more do you want of me? Don't skip such a selfish act, infringing on me to this extent, but you still ask whether you can infringe upon me even more. To think you've hit this point, to think your thoughts could be so twisted. Inflicting all this upon me, what more could you even ask of me? Just what do I have to do to not be pitied? The most pitiful person in the world, or whatever. There is no way anything said by that a lady plagued with such vulgar greed who wants to connect with one she Lee. Cass is justified.